Hello there, and welcome to a new 4Net Players tutorial. Today, I'm gonna show you how to customize your Ark Survival Evolved experience using a dedicated server. Server setup. If you haven't done so already, let us first create a server configuration for Ark Survival Evolved. Head over to the customer login on 4netplayers.com, go to Game Server, and click on the big Create a New Game Configuration button. Use the keyword search to look for Ark directly, or scroll through the available titles. Click on the Ark cover art, and then follow the on-screen instructions to create your own Ark server. Disabling Battleye. If you want to disable Battleye, simply navigate to the Add-ons tab under Configuration and click on it. This works in both basic and advanced server modes. Save and restart the server when you're done. Joining your server using Steam. We'll begin with the best way to connect. Let's add your server to a list of favorites. Open the Steam app. Click on View, then on Game Servers, and finally on Favorites. Click on the plus icon and enter your server's IP address with the query port. Click the OK button. You can directly connect to your Ark server from here now. You'll also find your server in the game session list as a favorite now. Unfortunately, method number 2 is just barely, if at all, functional. Still, let's go over it in the interests of completeness. Launch the game. Click on the Join Ark button. Under Server Filter, select Unofficial at the bottom. Enter 4Net Players in case you are running a branded server or part of the server name in the name filter at the top. Now, search for your own server using the self-assigned name. Good luck! Joining your server using Epic. Our servers are available for both Steam and Epic users by default and require no further configuration in this regard. However, there are a few rules that Epic users need to follow. When the server is started and the status is server running, please wait an additional 10 to 15 minutes before searching for the server using the server browser. The Epic browser is currently very slow. Limit the filter according to the active map. Ideally, search for the beginning of the server name. You can also establish a direct connection in case your server is not password protected. Simply start a single-player game. Open the console using the Tab key and enter the following command, replacing IP and port with your server's information. Confirm with the Enter key. Setting the server password. In basic mode, simply set the server password in the server settings of the web interface. In advanced mode, search for this value in the game user settings.ini and then add your password like I'm doing here. Restart the server in case you hadn't stopped it already. Changing the server name. In basic mode, simply set the server name in the server settings through the web interface. In advanced mode, use the web interface to access the game user settings.ini and add the name to this value here. For tariffs with branding, make sure to include 4Net Players in the server name. Restart the server when you're done. Changing the map. In basic mode, simply set the desired map to the first position in the map cycle. And restart the server. In advanced mode, simply set the desired map as the starting map using the command line and also restart the server. So how about custom maps? If, for example, you want to play the Amissa map on your server, please follow these steps. Open your Steam library, go to Ark, and click on the Workshop button. Enter Amissa into the search field. Select the map from the search results. Then click on Subscribe to download the mod map to your local Ark installation folder. Pay special attention to the map's exact name and map ID listed here, as we'll need both very soon. Now let's get your server prepped for the map as well. If the server is in basic mode, go to Mod Settings, add the map ID of the custom map to the Modifications field, and save. In the Map Cycle section, enter this line here into the field Custom Map and click the plus button next to the box. Move the map to the top in the right window, save, and start or restart the server. If the server is in advanced mode, we have to make edits to game user settings.ini. Look for this value. Add the ID of the custom map as shown here and save. In the command line section, set the map to start to custom. In the custom map to start field, enter this line here. Save. And then start or restart the server. Have fun on your new map. Downloading the save game. Stop your server. The status of your server should be server not running. Connect to the Save Games FTP using your FTP program. You can find the login details in the FTP overview by clicking on FTP. You can find your save game in the following folder. The config ID or configuration ID for your server can be found on our website under Game Server. For example, if your config ID is this string of numbers, the path would look like this. Now download the saved Arks folder. This way, you will download the entire game progress at once. How to install mods on your Ark Survival Evolved server. Mods can really enhance your gaming experience. You can find an overview of all the available mods in the Steam Workshop. We'll be using the mod Structures Plus as an example. Let us first download the mod to your local Ark installation folder. In order to do that, you first have to subscribe to the mod. All you need to install a mod to the server is its Workshop ID. You can find this ID in the mod URL. You can usually find it in the mod's description as well. Now that we have the Workshop ID, we can use it to alter the server settings. If your server is in basic mode, go to Mod Settings and then enter the mod's ID into the Modifications field. Use commas to separate multiple IDs. If the server is in advanced mode, we have to make edits to game user settings.ini. Search for this value and add the mod's Workshop ID to it. Once again, use commas to separate multiple Workshop IDs. Click Save and then start or restart the server when you're done. how to create a procedural ark. Before we begin, make sure your server is set to advanced mode. It's the only way to use generated maps. While using generated maps, the server also mustn't be switched back to basic mode. Let's get going then. Start a local game and choose Create Procedural Ark. Configure your desired settings for the map and start the game. If you are satisfied with the map, open the game.ini of your game. You can find it in the game's installation directory here. You can quit the game now. Now let's change server settings. Go to command line and in the map to start field, choose custom. Then enter PG Ark in the custom map to start field. Pay attention to the capitalization. Click on save. Now copy the following lines along with their values from your local game.ini and paste them to the game.ini found on our page amongst the server's configuration files. The value for this entry here may span multiple lines, so make sure you copy them all. Click on Save again and start or restart your server. Adjusting the difficulty. In basic mode, access the server settings and go to difficulty settings. Simply set the desired level of difficulty, with 0.01 being the easiest, 1 being the hardest, and 0.5 being the default. Click on Save when you're done. In advanced mode, things work ever so slightly different. Under Configuration Files, go to GameUserSettings.ini, search for this line, and add in a numerical value. Same as in basic mode. Additionally, you can actually increase the difficulty beyond the official limit now. To do this, you need to add the variable override official difficulty to the GameUserSettings.ini like I'm doing here in the video. By using this variable, you can raise the maximum Dino levels above level 120. It also increases the loot quality. Here are some examples. This corresponds to a maximum Dino level of 150 and a loot quality of 500%. This corresponds to a maximum Dino level of 300 and a loot quality of 1000%. We recommend you join the server as an admin and use this command to destroy all wild dinosaurs on the map. Afterwards, dinosaurs ranging in difficulty from the absolute lowest all the way up to the newly adjusted highest level will spawn. For more details, go to our wiki page. Adjusting the gamma value. This change is only possible in advanced mode. Add the following values to the GameUserSettings.ini. To change the gamma value in game, open the console with the Tab key and enter the command gamma X. Simply replace X with a numerical value ranging from 0 to 10. Press Enter to confirm your selection. Adjust Harvest Multiplier. In basic mode, go to Server Settings and then Resources Settings to adjust the multiplier for the amount of harvested resources in the game. In advanced mode, go to the game user settings.ini and adjust the following value. This will apply to all resources equally. If you want to adjust the harvested amounts of individual resources, you have to make edits to the game.ini file. To do this, you need to add the desired resource and multiplier as follows. This scales the amount of harvested resources on a resource type basis. In the case above, we'd be harvesting twice the amount of thatch. Higher values increase the amount per swing or attack. Additional lines can be added for other resource types, such as wood and stone, for example. Adjust stat multipliers. It is possible to adjust the points received per level up. This is only possible in advanced mode. To do this, you need to insert specific lines of code into the game.ini and adjust the corresponding multiplier values as needed. Lines like the one I am using here. Now, thanks to this particular line being added, the points for water consumption per level up are double. Go to this wiki page for a more detailed description. Dino and item transfer. To transfer dinos or items from one map to another, switch your server to advanced mode and add the following value to the game user settings.ini file. Now you can upload dinos and items to obelisks or loot drops. Here's how it works. Go to an obelisk or loot drop with the dino. Open the inventory there. On the right side, there is a menu with Ark data, creatures, and tribute. To upload the dino, navigate to creatures. The already uploaded dinos are in the lower half, and the dinos available for upload are at the top. Select the desired dino and upload it using the paw icon on the right. Be aware that uploading the dino will drop everything from its inventory, including the saddle and all items. To upload items, we'll be using the same obelisk or loot drop again. Open the inventory there and click on Ark Data. Drag the items intended for upload from your own inventory into the Ark Data folder on the right side. Be aware that all dinos or items you dragged into the Ark Data folder will no longer be available on the current map. Now, how about downloading your stuff? When downloading dinos or items on the new map, the process is reversed. Go to a loot drop or obelisk on the new map and download the dinos or items again. When downloading from a loot drop, do not click on Transfer All. Otherwise, the drop will disappear without transferring the items to your own inventory. Instead, drag each item individually into your own inventory. How to become an admin. As an admin, you have the ability to manage the server directly in the game. For example, you can kick players, fly around, or activate God mode. Here's how to become one. Start the game and connect to your 4-net players game server. Now open the console with the Tab key. Enter the following command and confirm with the Enter key. Replace the word password with your set admin password. You won't receive any feedback as to whether your attempt to become an admin was successful or not when confirming with the Enter key. So simply follow these steps to make sure. Open the console again, enter the following command, and press Enter. Now you have the admin menu in front of you. You can see and execute all available commands on the right side. Congratulations, you now have admin rights. For a complete list of available commands, go to this wiki page. Changing your admin password in Ark. The admin password can be easily changed in the web interface. When you're in basic mode, simply set the admin password in the server settings. In advanced mode, go to Game User Settings.ini. Search for the following line of code, enter your password, and then restart the server. Logging admin commands. Admin commands can be logged. If you want to enable logging for admin commands, you can add the following function to the Game User Settings.ini. Kick or ban players. Log in as admin in the game and use the following console commands. This will display all players along with their Steam ID. This will kick the player with the corresponding Steam ID. This will ban the player with the corresponding Steam ID. And this will unban the player with the matching Steam ID. You can execute the same operations through the admin menu. Open the console with the Tab key, then type the following line and press Enter. Now you will see all the players logged into the server in the middle of the screen. Click on the player in question and select Kick or Ban accordingly. Set the message of the day. The message of the day is displayed when entering the server. This message can be set in the web interface. Go to Game User Settings.ini, search for the following entry, and enter your message like so. You can also add line breaks by inserting this little piece of code here at the desired position, something like this here. You can also add some color to your messages. Put the color tags you can find here on the wiki page at the beginning of your message and close it using this. You can use multiple colors as well. Now, let's make our message multicolor and also put in a line break using this message as an example. The result in game should look like this. If you have any further questions or need additional support, visit us at fortnetplayers.com/support. If you don't have your own Ark game server yet, you can easily start one on fortnetplayers.com. Enter code tutorial at the checkout screen for €3 off. Did you like the video? Then don't forget to like and subscribe.